and welcome. This is Brandy Rose Smith, and I'm in the Forbidden Library, and today it's coding time as a potato. Still stuck as a potato because I haven't figured out how to unpotato myself yet. I'm still researching on whether what I need to unpotato myself. Why am I a potato? Because there's a little bit of lore that you missed. I will explain. I might have to zoom in again because the stream is awkward. Let me show you why I became a potato. You see, I went on my break, my week-long break. I went on a chill, nice break. And then I found this book to help me deal with my stress. Because, I was stressed. And I needed help. So I'm in the Forbidden Library. There's self-help books here. And I read this one. It is called Becoming Your True Self. Super amazing self-help book that is totally not sus. And then I read the last few lines on stream on Friday last week. And boom! Potato. Now I have to figure out how to unpotato myself. Yeah, not sus. Not sus at all. I didn't think there was anything sus about this. There's nothing about this looked sus. I mean, the byline sounds really like an old witch that possessed me once, but that's got nothing to do with it, I'm sure. Just made the mistake of reading some Latin out loud that maybe I shouldn't have, and now I am potato. But that should be a hopefully nice recap for you guys. If not, hello! And welcome! If this is the first stream you've seen me as a potato, then this is the first stream you've seen me since I got back from my break. So hello everyone, it's nice to see you guys again. Hello Chopstick, hello Rahel, hello Aiden, hello Sweeney, hello Chase. Welcome. It's game time. Because we still need to be making this game, because it will be out this month. I'm hoping. So I've done all the endings now. There is a total of 58 endings. Greeting, is that Bryony Rose Spud? It is indeed Bryony Spud Rose Smith Rud Spose. 58 endings in total. Now I was a dumbass and decided I was going to voice every single line as well. So, in terms of that, my progress has been, I've done all of these files except for these 3. Has anyone tried to eat me? There has been discussions of turning me into chips, whether that be the American kind or the British kind. I can't tell sometimes. I would rather be the British kind. I don't know. Both would kind of suck, really, because I was thinking, then it wouldn't have to be fried, but I'd still have to be fried regardless, and I don't really like the idea of taking a bath in hot oil. So these ones are the only ones we're missing. I need to find a glass breaking sound effect for when the mirror is used. Now the most important part is, did the slow clap processor make it? No. Watch out for the Irish. I will. And then there's a couple of achievements I need to put in because we don't have enough achievements really. So the achievements we've got at the moment are the fastest ending in the game. The audio files are going to be 70% of this game's life. They are! There's already more than 100 audio files in this game and we're going to add more. Insulting the Fae. Going back to check if the shop owner's there. I don't think this one isn't implemented yet, so I need to make a note. Implement this. Going back to the fork in the road a lot. Doing 5 endings, and then I want to add 29 as half the endings. And then I've made a note of which was the last ending I added to the game, and I want an achievement for that as well. And then I've added an achievement for getting the ending that is the closest to the original short story this game was based off. So those are the achievements so far. If anyone can think of any other achievements, then let me know, and we will think about implementing them to You could also just go oven baked root, no oil required. I could air fry. That would probably be better. Don't do oil with that one. How long's it been since Briny Law? I'm about to make a new YouTuber theory on it. I mean, we need to theorize on how to bring me back to being human. Obviously, there were some Latin phrases. I looked up the Latin phrase, by the way. It literally meant potato. I just said potato in Latin 5 times. And then I became this. So, maybe at the end of the stream, we'll look up human in Latin. And we'll say that 5 times. And maybe that'll work. I don't know. But we'll keep trying stuff until we figure this out. Until I can have my hands back. Until then, I am relying on the magic of the tea fairies in order to be able to function properly. See, not much of a difference, really. I am my true self. What can I say? Ugh. Right. Audacity. That's what we need. You need to say old hag in Latin 5 times. Naruhodo. I'll write down your suggestions and we will go through them. So if you have anything you think I should try to turn myself back into a human, let me know. Old hag in Latin 5 times. Yeah, it's killing it. I'm sorry, Aiden! Just have to put up with them. You can do this. You're more powerful than the adverts. Makes sense. I once said rutabaga in Romanian 5 times once, and a homeless man came up and kicked me in the nuts. Oh, lordy. I need one more thing. I need a empty notepad file. This is how I've been doing it. I've been doing it at home. Right. Baba House with red. This is where I'm up to with my voice lines. So I've got line 8 there. So we seem to be here. You come to your senses, however. So I'm kind of checking it over as we go because it's easier to notice mistakes in the writing when I'm reading it out loud. It almost expanded me to make a theory. A game theory. Well, the story isn't over yet. We need to figure out how to get back. Maybe once you've done that, you can make your theory. And make boss younger. We'll know, Granny. No, you can't make me look younger. At least, Daddy Twitch won't be mad. Will be mad. We can't be doing that. You come to your senses. However, you need to be careful. You know that Granny will likely not give her up without a fight. You ask to take her home one more time and promise to bring her back tomorrow. I don't like the way I've done that. You ask if you can have one more night with your daughter in your home before... Is this one you're trading her? That's your daughter. Giving her to Granny. You promise to return the next day for that scrumptious stew. I don't believe I've spelled scrumptious right, because that's such an annoying word to spell. Google! It's not desperate, though. That is how you spell scrumptious. Cool. No, this one isn't desperate. You're basically charisma-ing at this point. It's, you're like, oh, this stew is so great. It would be even better if I could take my daughter home for a night, please. Granny agrees and you're able to take Red away, despite her protests. The next day, you move out of the village and escape forever. Yep, that's perfect. And we don't need the good end bit on the end because we have the stuff. Oh, we also have BGM now for the endings so we don't have to, they're not just like, ta-da! There's actual ending music now for each one. So this is the one for the good end, so we'll need to add that. You're rizzing them? Yes, pretty much. That is what is happening in this ending. We will go through it in a minute once I have added this bit of dialogue, and then we will go through and test it. Right, let's take a quick drink before I say anything. You come to your senses, however you need to be careful. You know Granny will likely not give her up without a fight. I feel like that's too quiet. I think my mic needs to move slightly. So it's a little more in front, a little close. Does our character have a riz? That's a real question. Well, it depends what choices you make. If you make the choices, then maybe the riz will succeed. You'll have to make the choices and find out. You come to your senses. Oh, I think I knocked my microphone that time. Let's not. Now it's too close. You come to your senses. However, you need to be careful. You know that Granny will likely not give her up without a fight. You ask if you could have one more night with your daughter in your home before giving her to Granny. You promise to return the next day for that scrumptious stew. Granny agrees, and you're able to... I think we need more explanation on this. This isn't a very good ending right now. I think if we... I know what's happened here in my head, but I need to explain it in a way that, you know, people are gonna... Granny agrees. It seems she is still quite confident that your want for stew has taken over. Still quite confident that her spell is holding. Yeah, I think that's better. Also, I think this needs to be a comma, not a full stop. There we go. And now it's 2 lines. So now I made more work for myself. Yay! It'd be funny if all characters broke into funny noises like ba 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 or gu 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 gu. I mean, there's probably gonna be some of that as bloopers, yes. A person so devoid of charisma that their daughter would rather enter a spooky woods than be with you. How about Granny found your bold, shameless lies that she decided to entertaining, so she decided to entertain it. Now, yeah, magic. I am being assisted by the Tea Fairies' magic. Have you ever heard of the spell Mage Hands from D&D? That's basically what they've given me to, like, survive. And apparently Mage Hands can clap. Did you know that? If you had 2 Mage Hands, you can clap. Tea Fairies. Yes, the Tea Fairies that live in the library. They're the ones that bring me tea. Aiden, do I need to point you to my lore video? Okay. It's been the story of this stream, hasn't it? Lies. Potato is being slapped against a paddle to make the noise. Well, I'm a resilient potato if that is the case. Right. You come to your senses. However, you need to be careful. You know that Granny will likely not give her up without a fight. You ask if you can have one more night with your daughter in your home before giving her to Granny. You promise to return the next day for that scrumptious stew. Let's make sure that's okay. And now, you need to check out my lore video. You come to your senses. However, you need to be careful. You know that Granny will likely not give her up without a fight. You ask if you can have one more night with your daughter in your home before giving her to Granny. You promise to return the next day for that scrumptious stew. Yeah, that sounds okay. chop off the end. Make it so I can actually see you guys again. And export audio. And this is Baba House with red. What line is it? Whose line is it anyway? Line 10. Let me make this smaller. Just put it down here for me, for my reference. Line 10. Let me get you a link for the little video. I can do that for you. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Audacity Brownie is probably going to be extra quiet for you because my desktop audio is a bit quieter for you guys than it is for me. So, because obviously I don't want to deafen you guys. There's only the one law, well there's two law videos technically, but one's kind of an updated version, so. Copy. Let's go into the, that's the Twitch, that's the YouTube. There you go, that's my little video if you want to check it out. Export. Make sure that's saved properly, and I've spelled everything right. Yes, wonderful. So we get the. Should that be line 8 or should that be line 9? Where's line 9? There's line 9. Okay, cool. We haven't skipped. That's fine. This is fine. Line 10. Stop sound. Yes! Thanks for advertising for me, Howdy. Appreciate it. Okay, next bit. Which is this. And I'm going to put it in there. And we're going to record it. The Granny agrees. That should be just Granny agrees, really. She's not the capital Granny. Capital T, the Granny. Just Granny. Granny agrees. And Granny agrees. It seems she's still quite confident that you're under her spell. That's more what I should be saying, not whatever the fuck I said there. Agree. Seems quite confident that you are still under her spell. Paste. And try again. Granny agrees. And I just stopped. Hammer time. Granny agrees. It seems she still... It always takes a while to get into it. The first few lines I'm always tripping over, but we'll get into a flow eventually. Granny agrees. It seems she's... Oh, God. Let's just read it first. Granny agrees. It seems she's... Granny agrees. It seems she is still quite confident that... It seems... I don't know. Doesn't... Maybe I'm tripping over because it doesn't... It seems she is... Still... I don't quite is unnecessary here. Granny agrees. It seems she's still confident that you are under her spell. That sounds better. That sounds better. If the mouth do trip, then it's probably not done well. It's probably... That's why I trip up in when I'm reading Pride and Prejudice so much. Because it just... bleh. It bleh. Granny agrees. It seems she is still confident that you are under her spell. You're able to take Red away, despite her protests. And the next... Granny agrees. It seems she is still confident that you are under her spell. You're able to take Red away despite her protests. The next day, you move out of the village and escape forever. You trip 'cause you bad. No, you. Granny agrees. It seems she is still confident that you are under her spell. You're able to take Red away despite her protests. The next day, you move out of the village and escape forever.
Kind of right, it is. I think it's a little quieter than my other lines. Let me just, like, open one of these lines.
Edward the hunting hound starts looking around.
This is generally a bit quiet. I think I'm going to redo that last one as well. Yeah, I don't know. Why am I quieter? Is my microphone not where it should be? Sit it! I mean, you are kind of watching me for my talking ability. Why else would you be here? It's just my talking ability is entertaining to you rather than good. Yeah, that one's definitely louder. Testing! That's too loud. So maybe this volume's a little bit better? You come to your senses and you test the recording. Mike suddenly got louder. Yeah, because I moved it forward, so I'll edit it for you guys, because evidently this is where I had it for actual recording. Apologies if I scourge you for a minute there. Testing! That's too loud, so maybe this volume's a little bit better? You come to your senses and you test the recording. That's better. I think that's better. Much better. Ho, hi. You come to your senses. However, you need to be careful. You know that Granny will likely not give her up without a fight. If you do something, then things might happen. No, please, back louder. Was that sarcastic? Let me just double check if you're being sarcastic. Bully nerd, nothing else. Watch the same stream. You don't want to put your earbuds on max volume. We could be a little louder. I could be a tiny bit louder. But not too much. I'm already well in that yellow where I know I shouldn't be in the red. So I think that's as high as you're getting me before I will likely destroy someone's eardrums if I talk any louder than this. Loud! Okay, you come to your senses. However, you need to be careful. You know that Granny will likely not give her up. You come to your senses. However, you need to be careful. You know that Granny will likely not give her up without a fight. You ask if you can have one more night with your daughter in your home before you will give her to Granny. You promise to return the next day for that scrumptious stew. Hello, Trouble Hop, welcome. Let me double check. I think I added a something there. You come to your senses. However, you need to be careful. You know that Granny will likely not give her up without a fight. You ask if you can have one more night with your daughter in your home before you will give her to Granny. You promise to return the next day for that scrumptious stew. You know that Granny will likely not give her up without a fight. You ask if you can have one more night with your daughter in your home before you will give her to Granny. Before you will is what I did there. For that scrumptious stew. I'm happy to add that. Before you will give her to Granny. Give her to Granny! A classic VTuber laugh and screams shatters window. 'Tis as is tradition for the VTuber to break the interweb / your eardrums. That one. Right, we're gonna save over that file 10. So Baba House. Oh, that should be a capital as well. House with red line 10. So that, yeah, I do definitely want to override that. I also want to give it a quick rename. I'm going to make sure that did override properly. You come to your senses. Yeah. That was loud and good. We want loud. Just little busted eardrums. I ain't hearing nobody. I mean, have you really gone through life well enough if you haven't already destroyed your eardrums by using headphones too loud? Okay, next line. Granny agrees. It seems she is still confident that you are under her spell. You're able to take... Did I say spell right? Don't know what that was. Hello, Aiden. Welcome back. Granny agrees. Granny. Granny agrees. It seems that she is still confident that you are under her spell. You're able to take Red away despite her protests. The next day, you move out of the village and escape forever. I'm sorry, what? I can't hear ya! Well, oh man, get with the times. Fix your ears with robot shit. I don't know. She is still confident that you are under her spell. You're able to take Red away despite her protests. The next day, you move out of the village and escape forever. That sounds good. Baba, house with red line 11. Export. Line 11 has appeared. Now we're going to test up to that ending, make sure everything's where it should be, and every line is playing that it should be. Stop sound. Cool. So what ending is it? Ending 4. I need my ending book with all the endings and crap in. So where's the version of the game which takes 4 hours longer that includes many outtakes? There is no outtake. Hello, what's with the potato? Hi, Void! I got turned into a potato because one of your favorite people in the world snuck a stupid book into... I will show you, look. There was this self-help book, and I read 5 sussy Latin words at the end, which apparently all meant potato. But look, it's by one of your favorite people. She might not be able to ever come back and haunt me, but apparently she can still send things my way that are very annoying. Have you played the 4chan visual novel? I have not. However, I have heard the legends of that game and its general construction and how annoyingly good it was for something that 4chan made. Should play Supermarket Simulator. Hashtag blame New Luck. Yeah, everyone should blame New Luck. New Luck's a poopy head. Okay, let's test this. Let me know how the volume is for you guys. Just want to make sure I'm not blasting you out.
Deep in the forest lay a village. The village lives in harmony with the forest. They only hunt what they need. And
so this is the open dyslexic font.
Though they lived in peace with nature.
So it should be better for dyslexics. Are you just doing voice lines the whole time? Yes, it's basically the only thing I have left to do. So we're gonna agree to go see Granny. We're gonna ask to turn back. We're gonna offer her her favorite dinner. So now we can truly yeet and cook boss without anything protecting. I might need to invest in potato armor. Are you gonna upload it on Steam? I'm not gonna upload it on Steam, if only because that costs a lot of money. It will be available probably through itch.io. I haven't quite looked into it, but I think that one's free to upload it to. But it will be available for download. And if you make sure to follow my socials and stuff, I'll make sure to make links obvious and available for people. Out of curiosity, Bri, if you copy and paste the game into a translator, will the code make the language work in game? No. If I'm copy and pasting the whole, because it will translate the code technically. Please don't cook me. I don't want to be cooked. Guys. No cooking. No cooking, please. Thank you. Off our favorite dinner. Head back home. armed, I would give up and go into Granny's
Red calls
house.
up and the forest starts to move around the two of you.
I don't have arms, but the tea fairies are helping me out in that respect.
Red knocks the door and Granny comes
I have
in.
magic, not
She
arms.
looks like a lovely old woman, and the smell of tantalizing fresh stew sweeps from her house as she opens the door. She welcomes you in. She offers you food.
To go yum
The
food.
food is delicious. The meat has a strange texture, but it's so perfectly stewed in gravy and veggies that you don't care. Everything just feels so satisfying.
I will happily play this on stream on release day. I'm hoping to give it to some other streamers to play as well.
It tastes like the perfect meal you remember from childhood. Overall, it gives a sense of childhood.
Yeah, exactly. Like, with some of the syntax being things
And
like
ask Granny what her secret is.
persistent. If persistent got translated, it wouldn't work. Jump. That wouldn't work. So, if you put the code into a translator, it wouldn't work, full stop. Just would not.
She watches you for a while.
The compiler would not know what you're talking about.
Bread with some toys. Fresh.
That's horrifying. You want to puke?
You can't puke.
You want
Granny
more?
giggles.
Wait, that's your
You come to
daughter.
your senses.
However, you need to be careful. You know that Granny will likely not give her up without a fight. You ask if you can have one more night with your daughter in your home before you will give her to Granny. You promise to return the next day for that scrumptious stew. Granny agrees. It seems that she is still confident that you are under her spell. You're able to take Red away despite her protests. The next day, you move out of the village and escape forever. Normal size Phantom, the energy of Takadashi Kiara playing this on stream makes me so happy, but I think if any of Hololive was probably going to play this, it's probably going to be Fauna. Because Fauna's been known to play more indies and visual novels and stuff, so as much as I would love my Kami Oshi Kiara to play this, it would probably be Fauna. Either way, I would freak out. Wait, has anyone looked up any ways to turn Briny into human? There has been a recommendation of saying old hag in Latin 5 times, because saying potato in Latin 5 times is what happened. Coders would wish that's the way it works, but no, yeah, it is not the way it works. Howdy, that'd be a fun idea. Potato hot tub stream. Oh my god, it's like a hot pot jacuzzi thing. Oh my god, that's such a good idea. It's not going to be free, Void. It's going to be free to Patreons and YouTube members, but it is not going to be free to general public, but it's not going to be expensive either. Maybe a couple quid at most. I know I said 99p, but I've put so much effort into this, I want a couple quid, okay? No, I need a potato version. This is better. You will pirate the game, Lucas. Sending you VA strength. I might need it. Microwave leftover fries, that's fair. Honestly, and I think she looks better this way. Oi! My original model is amazing, and I look 100% better with that, or with my 3D model, when I had hands! Rude. Rude. All in favour of potatoey roads for staying, say aye. Why is it every time I do something on Halloween, you guys want it to stay more than you want me to be me? It's so stupid and so annoying. Why? Why are you always like this? But what if Jack Spy or any other Irish end up in the library to eat her? I will run away on my... What? Remember, Double Size Fatty been a member for ages! 9 months! Jesus Christ. Thank you. Appreciate it. You're pregnant with 9 months of membership. It's gonna be a beautiful 9-month member baby. Brady, keep turning yourself into delicious edible forms. First chibi Brady Still technically free for me, but hey, Briny, can you use your visual novel as stream practice? Can I? Yes! Yes, you can stream my visual novel. You have 100%. You have anyone who wants to stream my visual novel is welcome to. It'd be, in fact, very lovely. How much longer will this stream last? This stream will last another hour and 20 minutes-ish. Sadly, Pads can't escape the curse of the game. Yeah, you can't. You will get this game. Well, you don't have to download it. I will give you a link to download said game. You could just not download it if you don't want to. Okay, we should carry on. We've only done 2 lines. We've been streaming for 40 minutes and we've only done 2 lines so far. I might accidentally shove you in a potato scat, forgetting you used to be human. Please don't. Please don't lose me. Don't put me with a bunch of potatoes and lose me, okay? You want me to play Supermarket Simulator? I don't have it at the moment. And my schedule is all filled up with Elden Ring and this. To be fair, this is going to be going soon because it's nearly done, which is wild. And I will be caught up on my the accurate brownie after. Yes, the Hermit Gamer, this is possibly your fault. Possibly, maybe. You are the biggest potato advocate of my chat, so it might be your fault, maybe just a little bit. Does Potato Rainy taste like potatoes, or does she taste like human flesh? Let's not find out, okay? Nah, I just toast you in the back of the fridge for a few months until I spawn another version of me. Wouldn't it be more accurate brownie avatar be a part of a Brunswick stew? No, a more accurate version of me would be a cup of tea, really. Or mince pie. Oh, it's nearly that time of year again, isn't it? Mince pie season. Costs $13 on the Steam. Yeah, I can think about it. It's not gonna be high on my priority list. I don't tend to play Mimi games so much on my channel. Okay, right. Whatever Granny says. Ending 3. Right, we're gonna need the bad end music. Bap, 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 bap. Nope. There we go. Oh, we need to take a proper bite for that. No biting! No biting, no biting, no. Should I get the shield? There's a chibi shield, not a potato shield. I'll need a new shield. Shit, I wasn't prepared. Making tea out of potato doesn't sound appetizing. It doesn't now. I don't think potato tea would be great. Which is probably the worst part of being a potato, is you couldn't make tea out of it. Aiden, I probably won't play Supermarket Simulator, I'll be honest with you. I don't tend to play the Mimi games. I don't care who played it. I don't follow the trends. I'm too cool for that. I'm a potato. I don't do that shit. They say humans taste like pork, so if she tastes halfway between human and potato, she's halfway to a papa stew. No. You are meanies. Let's read some more thing. You return to the village and share the meal with the rest of the adults. After that, you all round up the children and give them to Granny, who moves into town and starts using it as a farm. I don't think you need any more embellishment with that. The player's imagination will do enough there. I don't think we need any more embellishment on that. That is absolutely enough. You return to the village and share the meal with the rest of the adults. After that, you all round up the children and give them to Granny, who moves into town and starts using it as a farm. That's way too loud. I've broken it there. So let's put the limiter on. There we go. Nobody. Anyway, why am I singing that? Yep, there's always the suggestion box. Okay, gonna try to find a way to turn it back to human. I appreciate it, Aiden. If you have any ideas, let me know. I'll write them down and we can try them. There is terror and less information. Yeah, this is enough. I think the images conjured is enough. Indeed, any game suggestion should go there rather than Steam chat. You return to the village and share the meal with the rest of the adults. After that, you all round up the children and give them to Granny, who moves into town and starts using it as a farm. As a farm. I kind of like how nonchalant that is. Ba 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 ba. House with red, line 12. Export. It's in. Nobody. So this is an ending we can test again. No! It did not copy the line! Copy. Paste. Stop sound. Go. What language did you say potato in again? Latin! Briny, I'm a potato. I'm next to Defenses, Void's Imagination on cassette beats in real life. Briny, October 2025. Last year I was a potato, and now I'm a traffic code! The heck? I don't know what I'll be next year. This was a surprise to me. God knows what's going to happen next year. Also, I wouldn't have advocated potato mode if you didn't have the colour scheme. I'm okay with having a potato colour scheme, but potato is a very cool vegetable because it can be so many forms. It can be so good for you, yet so terrible for you all at the same time. Such a chip to deliver. Yeah, she made a farm. Human in Latin is humano. We'll try that. Right, so this was... Which ending was it? Yes, me. You speak. Ending 3. So we're going through some of the really early endings for this one. Humano! Yeah, it does sound like humano. It might not work if that's the case. We don't know. So good for you, yet so terrible. Just like all Vtubers, really. Well, then it's even more perfect, isn't it? Epic trailer. When the world looks cooked, a spud with the root of courage takes on the task and match together a band of unlikely heroes. And those heroes are a... Oh, thank you for the follow, Malversi. I was supposed to have a alert for that. I thought I'd put in the alerts today, but it didn't work. Go figure. But thank you. Where were we? So what if we planted the potato? Will it? That's forcing me to have kids, are you? Try that, I guess. I don't know. Try my best to help 90% of the rest of the... I'm like... I'll put it on my list. So, saying human, just human, in Latin. 5 times. We'll try near the end of the stream, but for now... I need to focus. So, if next year gets turned into something else, can I draw the concept of a Cuphead briny where you'll just have tea in your head? I mean, you can draw that anyway. There's nothing stopping you from drawing that. Anyway, right. Ending 3. We need to go to agree to meet Granny. You and Red set off early the next morning. Continue. Red seems perfect. Enter the house. And the forest starts to move. Yum food! It is delicious. The meat has a... She watches you for a while. Fresh children. Do you like my granny voice? Fresh children! No spaghetti code here, just potato. Hello, Callie, and welcome. Long time no see. What do we want? Any. Whatever Granny says. Oh, okay, so I can do it. No, please, Granny. Blushes at your wonderful compliments about her cooking. Whatever Granny says. Granny agrees. It seems that she is still confident. Well, I messed up. That wasn't the correct line. This should be line 12, not line 11. I did a dum-dum. That is my most common dum-dum in this, this phase of the game is probably the best.
Red calls
house, yum food, you want more? Whatever Granny says. You return to the village and share the meal with the rest of the adults. I sound way too peppy. After that, you all round up the children and give them to Granny, who moves into town and starts using it as a farm. That's way too peppy. No, it's not even in the same vein as like... Granny giggles and blushes at your wonderful compliments about her cooking. You return to the village and... Yeah, it's too much. No. We can't do that. We have to redo that line. That's no mistake. Granny just forgot. She said 11 before. Sounds like a normal voice. I mean, I ain't putting on a voice. I think we've already established that my ability to do voices ain't that great, really. But we try our best. Your narrative voice is very enthusiastic. That one was way too enthusiastic. Far too enthusiastic. You return to the village and share the meal with the rest of the adults. And after that... No, there's no and there. You return to the village and share the meal with the rest of the adults. After that, you all round up the children and give them to Granny, who moves into town and starts using it as a farm. Will you eventually play Cassette Beasts? I don't know. It's not really on my radar. I'll never say never, really, but I have no plans to, I suppose, is the best answer I have for you. Baba House with Red. I have a friend who really likes Cassette Beasts. I've heard good things. Oh, lordy. What did I do? What did I spell wrong? Oh, I forgot an A. That didn't replace, so we don't want that. We're gonna have to do it again. So, Baba House with Red 912. We don't want that capital. Not like that. Baba House with Red. Export. Yes. Replace, please. Hello, Box of Life. Hello, Brandy. Just stopping by before going to sleep. Good luck. Thank you, Box of Life. Have a wonderful sleep. Sweet dreams. Freudian slip. The Brandy reflects on chat. Cannibalism excites her. No, this is your guys' doing. You guys put the cannibalism in this game. I did. Well, no, I'm still blaming you. I don't care if it was actually me or not. Revisionist history. Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss. It's all your fault.
Red calls up.
It's not computer noise, it's rain. If you would like a different sound in the background, we can do something else. I just like having a noise in the background when I'm doing this, because it just kind of helps me focus. We can go with a cat purring. That one's nice. Or maybe some water? This, for the record, all these sounds are from a game called Spirit City Lo-Fi Sessions, which is like a game and productivity tool. It's really good. Highly recommend if you need to help focus. Yum food. You want Granny more? Giggles and blushes at your wonderful compliments about her cooking. Oh, that's the game. That's the game. Whatever Granny says. You return to the village and share the meal with the rest of the adults. Yeah, that's better. That, you all round up the children. It's better tone. And give them to Granny, who moves into town and starts using it as a farm. Now can we get a random metal pipe every now and then? I can't really do much to edit the music. The music is something I'm just not good with. Dink! Yeah, so that works. That's fine. Why am I keep calling her the Granny in this folder? She's not the Granny. She's not the capital G, capital T, the Granny of anything. That's weird that I keep calling her that in these files. Granny insists, but you turn her down. You look around to hold Red's hand tightly. You look around and hold Red's hand tightly. The old woman is clearly insulted, so you try to ask her what her relationship is with your daughter. Full stop. The old woman smiles. Not smiled, because we're in present tense, not smiles. The granny, capital granny, boss bar appears. After 5 bad ends in a row, Metal Pipe has 5% each line to appear in the next. But before she can answer, Red responds, "She's gonna teach me magic." I'm gonna have to do Red voice now. Okay. I think it's the energy on stream. When I'm recording on my own, I'm like a bit more chill. So I think when I record when I'm streaming, I'm like, I have more energy because I'm giving more energy for the stream. Therefore, my voice is coming out with more energy when I'm recording. It's very strange. I have to like tone myself down. I don't normally have to do that. It's weird. Hey, Bryony, for your potato form, wouldn't you need more than a potato shield? Like maybe a potato buzzer or something just in case a sleepy person mistakes you for an actual potato? I suppose. What would the buzzer do? Do you mean like... Yeah, I don't know what you mean by buzzer. Because to me, when you say buzzer, I think about one of the buttons you press on a quiz. Granny insists, but you... No, that's still too excited. Granny insists, but you turn her down. You look around and hold Red's hand tightly. The old woman is clearly insulted, so you try to ask her what her relationship is with your daughter. The old woman smiles, but He's gonna tell me magic. You try to eat the potato that it bites back. Ang! I mean, there's no armor or weapon to protect a potato. If I'm drunk and I see a magical torted potato, I am nobbing that instantly. When a random elderly stranger tries to lure my daughter into their abode to show them magic tricks, it's definitely ringing alarm bells. That's why you've come to check. Who is this old lady who my daughter wants to see so much? Exactly. It zapped the sleepy person so they can distinguish between you and a real potato. But then again, you might be thrown on the floor and smooshed on your... Good morning, Boris. Welcome. If we let the potato grow seams and leaves, would you become a Trent or a Dryad? I'd like to be a Dryad. I think I'm too small to become a Trent. If I notice a female voice coming from a potato, I'm gonna think it's GLaDOS. Hello, testers. Oh shit, I just realized that I can sell your potato brothers and sisters in my supermarket. That's fine. I don't have potato brothers and sisters. No relation to your supermarket purchases, just so you're aware. Granny insists, but you turn her down. You look around and hold Red's hand tightly. The old woman is clearly insulted, so you try to ask her what her relationship is with your daughter. The old woman smiles, but before she can answer, Red responds, "She's gonna teach me magic. I don't think I did that right. Meh." Let's listen to what I've got so far. I might be able to salvage some of that. Granny insists, but you turn her down. You look around and hold Red's hand tightly. The old woman is clearly insulted, so you try to ask her what her relationship is with your daughter. The old woman smiles, but before she can answer, Red responds, "She's gonna teach me magic." Yeah. No. I don't actually work today, so you can actually watch. Yay! Yay, days off. Woohoo! If you get bruised as a potato, would that injury transfer to your human form? I don't know. We'll find out when we get there. I don't know how it works. Brian is a lone wolf. I mean, lone potato. Bryony would sell her fellow potato kind like that. I'm not a potato! I'm a human who has turned into potato. I don't have potato brethren. Damn, Bryony would sell her fellow potatoes like that. I have a solo span. No, you can't sell me in your store. I am a unique but super duper potato. I'm too expensive for a supermarket. How heartless that again potatoes don't have. A few extra years, don't you mean? Red looks into a mirror beside Baba Yaga and notices a slight movement, so she walks closer curiously. Slower zooming in when its eyes turn towards her and whisper, "Run, child! There can't be an ending because it's not from the perspective of the adult, and also I'm not taking suggestions on endings anymore because we are basically at the end now. A few extra years don't mean much compared to the 300. I'm not that old! Blech. If you get peeled as a potato, will it transfer your disease? I hope not. Does that mean you're more affected by mold? What does it feel like when you grow extra eyes? What are you... I'm not gonna... What? I don't know. I'm just a potato. If the human thing doesn't work, you're going in my store. My employees will need to feed their family. No! I will not be sold in a supermarket. I will be sold to a scientific lab for them to study me. Where was I up to? Goddamn. Red responds. She's gonna teach me magic. For once, a line where I can be as pumped up as I actually am. Red responds. She's gonna teach me magic. Yay! Okay, export. Baba house with red line 13. Will you start degrading as October flies by? I hope not. You ask me so many questions as if I know how all this works, and I really do not. We will find out. I really hope not. I don't want to rot. That really sounds like the literal worst thing in the world. Stop sound. Oh, witch! You pull capitalized. Red back and make for the door. For the door, not all the door, for the door. Shouting. Yeah, that seems like it should be shouting about the witch. Yeah, I think maybe, yeah, that should be a comma. And then, I don't know. You pull red back and make for the door, shouting about the witch, telling your daughter again about the stories, but the door slams shut before you can leave. You can't open it no matter how much strength you cannot open it, even when you use all your strength. Granny transforms into a monstrous creature. Not creatures, plural, just one. You scream before breathing your last. Da da da. Keep that in mind if you can't change back to human. Shit, yeah, I should. I forgot of, like... But potatoes last a while. We should be okay. We should be fine. So, you're fully admitting you're nothing but a potato? I knew that, but I was once human. I am human! Who is a potato right now? I'm human. The human variety is just an elaborate puppet that the potato used to trick us into thinking she's human. No! No, 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 no. Ending. Red enters the home of Baba Yaga. Immediately she's greeted by the bark of a small puppy, a beagle, rounding the corner of the foyer. She sees a tall man dressed in a suit holding a pencil. I don't understand the reference, but also not taking endings. Haha. If you're still a potato by the end of October, you're going on my store shelves. I have too many potato logistics questions. I'm sorry about asking them. Are the eyes what protrude roots from left? I don't know. I don't know. I just have eyes. I'm just a potato with a face, okay? And yes, that isn't because I've just been turned into a potato with a face, and I am not a witch with any knowledge of magic as to how this works. I just don't know. Don't worry, I was trying to make a John Wick reference. Ah, okay, I understand now. Yeah. I mean, he's already in the game. Pretty much. You pull Red back and make for the door, shouting about the witch, telling your daughter again about the stories, but the door slams shut before you can leave. You can't even... I think I got the first bit right there. You can't open it, even when you use all of your strength. Then Granny transforms into a monster. No, that sounds awful. That sounds awful. So why Mrs. Potato Head streaming? Because I went off for a break last week because I was stressed, and then I found a suspicious book that said, let me show you. Becoming Your True Self, the super amazing self-help book that is totally not sus. And it turned me into a potato for Halloween. And that's why I'm a potato. And that's why I'm streaming as a potato currently. It's the perspective of trapped in a mirror, so it fits mirror world where personality swaps. Yeah, like I said, Sunny, I'm not taking suggestions for endings right now. I appreciate you thinking of them, but I'm not adding any more endings at this point. I can't, or we'll never get this game out. Anyway, I wanted to... You can't open it even when you use all your strength. I did the Granny again. I think that's where I went wrong. I had the whole the Granny thing going again, and I don't know why I've given her the Granny. I'm very confused. Past me, what do you want about? I thought you cooked potatoes, but then again, you said you were a bad chef. Also, I asked an AI, and it said you can only last a few weeks or a few months without spoiling. Oh, that's fine. Then we'll be October fine then. So next Halloween, are we getting a caramel apple nerd of ripping out your potato soul from your anime mech suit and having a ghost potato? Maybe. Yo, I read that book and it turned you into a bottle of Pepsi with ruffled chips for some reason. Cooler, if you read that book, did you manage to turn back? Do you know how to turn back? Because I'm trying to figure that out. The only suggestions we have is saying human 5 times in Latin or old hag 5 times in Latin. Because I said potato 5 times in Latin because of that book, and that's what happened. So maybe that will work. Or maybe there's a different language to it. If you have any recommendations, please let me know. You're gonna be cooked if you can't change back to human. I know! Oh, cool. Currently cleaning house. Find a statue of a saint when I clean my room. Howdy, your fantasy world just keeps getting more fantastical. Are you aware you can delete specific parts of the recording in Audacity? By the way, if you need male voices, I'm down for it. I'm mostly just doing it myself because I want to get it out faster, so I'm okay. But yes, I am aware. She plays Ruiner, her brain is baked half the time. If you start wrinkling as a potato, would that make it to your humaniform silver haired? I hope not. Like I said, I don't know the answers to these questions. We'll find out when I get back to normal. To make her immortal, we can transform her energy and power into a battery. Please, no. Don't make me a battery. Just leave me as a potato. We'll figure this out. I'll be back to human before you know it. Don't mutilate me. What even was I doing? We were doing the end of this because I got rid of the Granny. Okay, where was this? Stories, but the door slams shut before you can leave. You can't open it, even when you use all of your strength. Granny transforms into a monstrous creature. You scream before breathing your last. Bow, 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 bow. No, I'm literally using the Pepsi liquid, which I am desperately hoping is not my blood. To type this? Oh no! Okay, I'll let you know. When I figure out how to get back to human, I'll make sure I let you know too. No. Right. You pull Red back and make for the door, shouting about the witch, telling your daughter again about the stories, but the door slams shut before you can leave.
Uh-oh. No, we don't want that big break. Put that together. There we go.
Before you can leave. You can't open it, even when you use all of your strength. Granny transforms into a monstrous creature. You scream before breathing your last.
Perfect. It is filled with the word potato now. It is a potatoey stream. Potato, 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 potato. Potato, potato. Want me to visit a shady antique shop that I delivered my laptop to? They could be magical, otherwise they would look at me like I'm insane if they aren't. Maybe. If you start growing roots, tell me if you could use them for arms. I will let you know if I start doing it. Wait, we can use boss to play Doom. No, don't use me to play Doom! Here's an idea. Super Potato Battle merch. We just stick you in a battle suit and you're an overpowered potato. Oh my god, I should draw that. If it were... It's Latin and... Yes, that was the word. How about it in reverse? Ooh, that's a good idea. So it would be... Nah. 5 times. So we have 3 potential suggestions. Briny can run Doom. If I was made into a battery, theoretically I could run Doom. But we don't want that. Baba house with red line 14. Export. I'll take that. We put it here. We turn that from 13 to 14. And then stop the sound if you go past that line, and we want to put the bad end music in as well. Okay. Man, can't wait for you to make lore about your avatar. Then there's going to be a section about your potato. Randy Potato in ultramarine suit from Warhammer 40k would be delightful. They are pretty cool suits, will not lie. Right, let's give that a test. So this is ending 5 we're going for. Let me just get the notes. There we go. Cool. Launch the project! Skip. We'd like to talk to Granny ourselves. This is a pretty quick one. Continue. Enter the house. We say no to food, which I think this is where our new lines are in, so...
Granny insists, but you turn her down. You look around and hold Red's hand tightly. The old woman is clearly insulted, so you try to ask her what her relationship is with your daughter. The old woman smiles, but before she can answer, Red responds. She's gonna teach me magic.
She's a witch!
You pull Red back and make for the door, shouting about the witch, telling your daughter again about the stories, but the door slams shut before you can leave. You can't open it, even when you use all of your strength. Granny transforms into a monstrous creature.
I've spelled monstrous wrong.
Before breathing your last.
However, it works code-wise, all the text is where it should be, so we can... monstrous. Is that how we spell monstrous? Google! Google Sensei, will you check all my spelling for me? Monstrous. So I've added an I where there's an S. I don't need Google, I have chat! Monstrous. Monstrous form. What if we charge Brony? You see, as a potato, she doesn't need sleep. She can be charged with electricity. Actually, wait, she might explode. 1, yes, I might explode. 2, I might be a potato, but I still have the mind of a person. Therefore, I still need to rest my brain because human brains don't work without, sleep.
Most VTubers, elves, roaches, snakes, concepts, other humanoids, Brady potato, indubitably. To be fair, I think there are some other VTubers who have some really neat concepts like that. There's that one that's a fighter jet. That's pretty cool. Potato Brownie controlling the human suit like Genji does in his corpses. Yeah. You ever seen the movie Small Soldiers? Oh my god. I remember that movie. That movie was traumatizing. I was afraid of my toys after that movie. Like Monster, but serious. Not serious. What was that toy's name in Toy Story again? Mr. Potato Head or something? Yes, it was Mr. Potato Head. Okay, that works. Next lines, next lines. I'd like to get this file finished this stream, but we only got 45 minutes left, so I'm not sure I'm going to. Granny grins at your interest and opens up a door in her kitchen. See inside, my dearies. There should be a comma there, yes. I was going to teach Red in here too, all about the magic of the forest, but I suppose I can teach her parent too. That is really bad dialogue. Oh my god, how did I write that? I don't need to say all that. That's so much. In here I will teach you all about the magic of the forest. Simply go inside. Yeah, I didn't need all that gumph. She really did not need the rest of that. Skin it down. Skin it down. Get rid of all that unnecessary bollocks. At least Mr. Potato Head has arms, unlike you. He does. I do not, which is awkward. Why settle for regular human arms? We could attach octopus tentacles, lizard's legs, bow wings as well. Oh, I'd like wings. That would be really fun. Damn, you just described Cthulhu. Yes. I mean, it's just you, so I'm not surprised the writing's scuffed. I mean, every first draft is shit. This is the first draft we're making better. Can't we try sticking action figure appendages to you so you can walk around, but then that might hurt. Yeah, I'd rather you not stabbing me with stuff. That would be wonderful if you could just not. Granny grins at your interest and opens up a door in her kitchen. In her kitchen? It should be in the kitchen, really, shouldn't it? Not her kitchen. It is her kitchen, but it sounds a bit weird to say her kitchen. It's the only kitchen in the room, so why do I need to specify that it's her kitchen? The kitchen. The kitchen. I like Cthulhu, he's nice and looking. I'm Mrs. Potato Head! Well, I'm not married yet, so I'd be Miss Potato Head, I guess. Granny grins at your interest and opens up a door in the kitchen. See inside here, my dearies. In here I will teach you all about the magic of the forest. Simply go inside. Yes, it's totally not my oven for anything. Granny grins at your interest and opens up a door in the kitchen. See inside here, my dearies. In here I will teach you all about the magic of the forest. Simply go inside. Okay, that was good. Line 15. No, export audio, not save project. Baba house with red, line 15. Export. Oven invite is even what I called this section. Stop sound. Go inside. Oh yeah! No, I can't be doing this. I'm gonna sound way too enthusiastic. We can't be doing that. When you marry, it'll be Mrs. Potato Head and the teaking. Teaking, like the seeking, but the teaking. the kitchen, aka the Dark DLC, the DLC Dark Souls aka the Dark Souls 2 arena. I need to rewrite this. How exciting! How exciting! You get to learn magic. You enter the room with Red. The two of you excitedly talking about what kind of magic you wish to use. This was one of the first, as you can see by the fact that the ending numbers on this are really low. This was the first file I really did a lot of, and you can tell because I really didn't take the writing that seriously at this point, did I? Why is it getting hotter? Oh well, we die as a family. The room starts to get hot. You call to Granny about it, but she reassures you that it is completely normal, but it's getting too hot to bear. You try to break out as Red starts to complain. No, I don't want... As it's clear that it is becoming too much to handle. But the door does not budge. And you and Red find your end together. Yeah, that's much better. Can I dress Potato Brownie up and make her interact with my action figures? No, I'd rather you not manhandle me in such a way. That's awful. With Ruiner tomorrow, I was wondering if you ever plan on playing Limbus Company. Limbus is Limbus is the gacha. Yes, I do 100% plan on playing Limbus afterwards. I'm very excited to get to Limbus, actually. I love a gacha. I love a gacha game. Also make her laugh maniacally. You need to lock in, Brownie, so your brain can go Ultra Instincts concentration mode, so you can figure out how to turn yourself back to human, or else you're going to be in my supermarket. If there was any great motivation to turn myself back, it is to not be in your supermarket. Potato Bar's losing all her monthly pat funds on getting screwed on the RNG and Limbus. Maybe. No, I'm a very good gacha gamer in that I don't actually tend to spend much money on them, so I shouldn't be doing that. I'm very good at not spending money on gachas. I have a talent. How exciting! You get to learn magic. You enter the room with Red, the two of you excitedly talking about what kind of magic you wish to use. The room starts to get hot. You call out to Granny, but she reassures you that it is completely normal. But it's getting too hot to bear. Not sure about that. How exciting! You get to learn magic. You enter the room with Red, the two of you excitedly talking about what kind of magic you wish to use. The room starts to get hot. You call out to Granny, but she reassures you that it is completely normal. But it's getting too hot to bear. It's completely normal. It's this. I feel like my voice went for a minute there. It's completely normal. Normal. I don't like it. I do not like it. it is completely normal.
Normal. Yeah. That it is completely normal. But it's getting too hot to bear.
That it is completely normal.
Better. Better. And then I need a chunk taken off there. Right, try again.
How exciting. You get to learn magic. You enter the room with Red, the two of you excitedly talking about what kind of magic you wish to use. The room starts to get hot. You call out to Granny, but she reassures you that it is completely normal.
Nope.
But it's getting too hot to bear.
I think without that break it should be alright.
You call out to Granny, but she reassures you that it is completely normal.
Yeah, that's fine. Cool. Export! Baba house with Red. Line 16. Irish roots by now Brit persona. I don't have Irish roots. I'm British as all can be. Just because I'm a potato don't make me Irish. A lay sound, that's going to cause issues. Play sound. So, that's line 16. Stop sound. Avoid when mashing potatoes. The potato just goes. Avoid, what are you doing? I thought I was your Oshi. I exclaim and throw the potato masher, breaking a light. I look forward to Briny meeting human embodiment of British culture, Heathcliff. Is he a Limbus character? I look forward to that. I can be epic British with him. You try to break out, as it's clear it's becoming too much to handle, but the door does not budge, and you and Red find your end together. Yes, but also Musclehead, wonderful. True, true. If you were Irish, I might have a tiny speck of respect for you. Yeah, that's fair. But don't worry for now. Okay.
You try to break out, as it's clear it's becoming too much to handle, but the door does not budge, and you and Red find your end together.
And you get cooked. Baba house with Red. Line 17. I didn't make that 16. That should be 16. I also didn't copy it properly because stupidness. 16, 17. Get rid of that empty space. Stop sound. And we need the bad ending music here as well. Save, save. Okay, so that's ending 6. Let me get the notes so we can test it easily. There it is. If you grow more than 2 roots, would that mean you have 8 arms? I mean, we haven't established if roots would be arms yet. If she does have 8 arms, does that make me a spider? I don't know. These are all wonderful questions. I wish I had answers for you, but I don't. Okay. What ending was it? 5, did I say? 6. Ending 6.
They only hunt what they need.
Okay. Agree to meet Granny. Continue in the forest. Enter the house.
And the forest.
Tell you don't
Granny
want food.
insists, but you turn her.
It's kind of magic. What kind of
Granny
magic?
grins at your interest and opens up a door in the kitchen. See inside here, my dearies. In here I will teach you all about the magic of the forest. Simply go inside.
Okay!
How exciting. You get to learn magic. You enter the room with Red, the two of you excitedly talking about what kind of magic you wish to use. The room starts to get hot. You call out to Granny, but she reassures you that it is completely normal. But it's getting too hot to bear. You try to break out, as it's clear it's becoming too much to handle. But the door does not budge, and you and Red find your end together.
Blah. Okay, that's all working as intended.
Granny starts to tell you about the forest and the life it holds and how she can commune with the trees, etc., etc. Red is so enthralled, but you're pretty sure you heard, travelling salesman give you the same speech. You heard an insane traveller tell you the same. I'm not going to say an insane traveller because that lends too much credence and too much theory crafting to be done, and I don't want that. Because that's not the point. That's not what I'm trying to tell you. You heard a travelling sales person say the same as they were attempting to sell so-called magical wares. Distorted Briny is just her becoming a potato. She doesn't even get a cool monster form like the Blue Man Group. Boo. Do you think we could get the suit drip on the potato at least? What if we don't find a cure for potato Briny even after November? Then I guess I will rot away and die? Let's not think about that. Let's not think about that possibility. We'll find a cure. We'll find a cure to my potato-ness. I'm sure we will. I'm sure we'll come up with something. We have 3 pretty good options here, which I'll try at some point. But I need to keep researching, because I don't want to recklessly keep doing things and then potentially end up with something worse. So we'll just spider bars does whatever the potato can. Can't you swing from a web? No, they can't. It's potato. Watch out! Here comes Spider Boss. Yes, that is exactly how it went, Cheese. You smile and nod and... What's your plan, Batman? Granny starts to tell you about the forest and the life it holds, and how she can commune. Granny starts to tell you about the forest and the life it holds, and how she can commune with the trees, etc., etc. Red is so enthralled, but you're pretty sure you heard a travelling salesperson say the same, whereas they were attempting to sell their so-called magical wares. That's not right. Person say the same, whereas they were attempting to sell their so-called magical wares. Yeah, I think the rest is fine now. Rolled, but you're pretty sure you heard a travelling salesperson say the same. As they were attempting to sell their so-called magical wares. You smile and nod and... It's all together. Something worse equaling sweet potato. I like sweet potatoes. I'm fine with that one. I think something worse would be if it turned me into coffee. If it turned me into something I don't like. Because I'm okay with the potato. This is okay. It's a bit shite, but at least I'm a long-lasting vegetable. But if I got turned into a coffee, blah. Howdy. You are a crusader. You're a Wild West crusader with being like a howdy crusader. You could get cure magic. If you can figure out some cure magic and you want to try that, by all means. Coffee, but I drink it out of your head. Blech. No, don't drink me. Counterspell Kappa! I'm still a potato, unfortunately. Is a potato form a curse? I think it's a blessing. Potato-ny, yes. Hello, welcome. Welcome, Lighthouse. Oh, cool, I found a statue of a saint earlier. Maybe that's your patron! Granny starts to tell you about the forest and the life it holds, and how she can commune with the trees, etc., etc. Red is so enthralled, but you're pretty sure you heard a travelling salesperson say the same as they were attempting to sell their so-called magical wares. You smile and nod and... Let's chop off a little bit at the end. Howdy indeed, Lighthouse. Welcome. Oh, cool. Yeah. Okay, so Baba House with red, line 18. Hey, Bryony, if you had a potty mouth, would that make you a spicy potato? Fuck yeah, it would. That's wonderful. No, I'm pretty sure that would actually more be if I had, like, carved in potato titties or something like that. That would make me a spicy potato. What would Twitch do about that? Is a potato against Twitch rules. Okay. You inch towards the door, little by little. That should be a comment. Making sure to lay it on thick with how amazing Granny is. Just what big eyes she has to see the magic around her. Just what big ears she has to hear the call of the forest. I'm not going to put etc. on there because then I have to say etc. and I hate saying etc. Once your back is at the door, you ask if maybe you can have a cup of tea to talk it over. Granny excitedly heads to the kitchen to make the tea, while you grab Red, open the door, and run for your life. You successfully make it back to the village and leave and move out the very next day. It's the Tea Fairy. Hello, Tea Fairy. Thank you, Tea Fairy. You're the best, Tea Fairy. That's not how you spell very. I have tea, na 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 na. I keep adding lines because I'm a dum-dum. I didn't realize this file would be so difficult. I've left the hardest files for last. I talked to the big man upstairs. He says it's funny, this will, so we won't cure it. Oh, thank you for trying, Howdy. I appreciate it. We can always mash you up and cook you into a human shape, mold, and return you slightly cooked. I mean, that's a potential. I would rather not, because I'm probably going to feel all that, but it's a potential that I could become some kind of mashed potato golem. I think I would try that just to motivate you to getting a cure. I'm trying! There's a lot of books in this library. It's very hard to find very specific things like this. I returned from the horrors of the warp. They tried to sell me cars and Black Ops 6. Oh, lordy. Are you okay? As absurd as this sounds, I have visited a witch doctor almost everyone in my family has. You just get more fantastical, Howdy, the more I learn about you. How does Potato Boss drink? Do we just drop it in the cup and soak you in it? It's the tea fairy magic that they're helping me with. That's mainly how I do it. How do you move? Do you just roll around and grow roots? No, I told you it's tea fairy magic. Tea fairies have posture check. I forgot. Yeah, I don't know how I posture check as a potato, but you know I'll do my best. I'll stand up kind of straight. But no, like I said, the tea fairies are helping me with my day-to-day tasks. They've got their telekinesis, and they've given me a portion of their magic to get around and do my day-to-day tasks. So I'm okay. Don't put tea on me, that's hot. It's boiling. Don't do that. It's warm. It's too warm. You inch towards the door, little by little, making sure to lay it on thick with how amazing Granny is. Just what big eyes she has to see the magic around her. Just what big ears she has to hear the call of the forest. Once your back is at the door. No. I feel like I tripped. Once your back is at the door. Yeah, you can hear the trip there. We don't want that. Once your back is at the door, you ask if maybe you can have a cup of tea to talk it over. Granny excitedly heads to the kitchen and Granny excitedly heads to the kitchen to make the tea while you grab Red, open the door, and run for your life. Again, I don't know if I was too enthusiastic with that one. We'll find out. You inch towards the door, little by little, making sure to lay it on thick with how amazing Granny is. Just what big eyes she has to see the magic around her. Just what big ears she has to hear the call of the forest. Once your back is at the door, you ask if maybe you can have a cup of tea to talk it over. Granny excitedly heads to the kitchen to make the tea while you grab Red, open the door, and run for your life. No, so it's fine. It's fine. That's not too enthusiastic. That's as close to jiggle physics as you got with a potato. The diviners proclaimed that the gods won't help me. Bro, what did I do to piss off the gods? Probably a lot. Let's be fair. I've probably done a fair amount of pissing off the gods, but you know, I don't. Boo! No gods here, only potato. Sad potato. If it's carved, probably not. Yeah, I wouldn't have particular physics with carvings. Now I need to make sure all these are pulled up. Right, and let's do it one more time. You inch towards the door, little by little, making sure to lay it on. The gods really don't need a reason to make your life up. That's true. Gods be like that. Just what big eyes she has to see the magic around her. Just what big ears she has to hear the call of the forest. Once your back is at the door, you ask if maybe you can have a cup of tea to talk it over. Granny excitedly heads to the kitchen to make the tea while you grab Red, open the door, and run for your life. Da-da-da! And you made it out. Baba House with Wick. Line 19. Hello, Maxwell. Welcome. You could also freeze you with liquid nitrogen, smash you into pieces, and play an advanced puzzle game to rebuild you. Please don't. I'd appreciate it if you did not do that. That would be great. I guess in this form we have a Mike Wazowski situation of nodding being talking. I kind of, yes, that's exactly what's happening. If you start molding, I could try putting you in a box and forcing you to drink horror elixir so you'll last forever. Lunarian immortal elixir. I'd rather not be drinking immortal elixir, because if that carries over to my human body, then I don't really want to have to deal with that. That sounds like a giant pain in the ass. The mystery of the pummeled potato puzzle. Any and all suggestions of breaking the potato and rebuilding it will just result in a palm-sized brownie. You successfully make it back to the village and move out the very next day. Because fuck that shit, you're out. You successfully make it back to the village and move out the very next day. Look, a nice short line. Isn't that wonderful? Haven't had one of those in a while. You successfully make it back to the village and move out the very next day. Oh god, that reminds me. There was this, like, Madoka game. Baba House with... I didn't get to play it because it wasn't brought out in the UK. Why did I say with Wick? It's with Red! Red! Line 20. I did that last time, apparently. I'm gonna need to rename the file that I did with Wick, because it's with Red. We haven't done Baba House with Wick yet. And there's definitely gonna be 19 of those bad boys, so... but yeah, so, you know in Madoka spoilers, when, Sayaka gets her gem stolen for a little bit, and it's on that truck. So it's like there was like a what if scenario in that game of if she didn't get it back, and they had to like use magic to keep her body from decomposing as they looked for her soul gem. But then they didn't manage to completely stop her from decomposing. So when she was back to life, she was a little bit rotten. The game wouldn't show it. But the idea of it was awful. Ugh, it's terrible. So I don't really want that to happen to me. Briny molding would make her a zombie, which fits October. It would, that's true. I'm taking that immortality serum if you ain't taking it. I need it for the Eternal Crusade. Did I get another service unavailable error? I don't know. Wick is now our daughter. This is an upgrade. So that's ending 7 we can test now. Ending 7. Ending 7. Not the project. I said something about irreversible destruction. I don't know. I don't think I saw that. I need the immortality elixir so this emperor doesn't take me as his concubine. What is the daughter we want? Red Hill. So go with Granny. Continue. Enter the house. Refuse the food. What kind of magic? Your interest and opens up a door in the kitchen. See inside. Ask for more details. Granny starts to tell you about the forest and the life it holds, and how she can commune with the trees, etc., etc. Red is so enthralled, but you're pretty sure you heard a travelling salesperson say the same as they were attempting to sell their so-called magical wares. You smile and nod and... What do? We sneak. We try to sneak to the door. You inch towards the door, little by little, making sure to lay it on thick with how amazing Granny is. Just what big eyes she has to see the magic around her. Just what big ears she has to hear the call of the forest. Once your back is at the door, you ask if maybe you can have a cup of tea to talk it over. Granny excitedly heads to the kitchen to make the tea while you grab Red, open the door, and run for your life. You successfully make it back to the village and move out the very next day. Oh, that's the wrong sound. That's the wrong music. Let me get the correct music. I was so used to it being bad ends that I automatically put the bad end music on. When this is actually a good end, because you get away. Well, is that Little Red from Library Runner? Definitely not. Who would you rather have as a daughter? A badass mercenary with a cool dog, or some lame child who can't read warning signs? How did I get the achievement sound? So the achievement sound is because you can currently hear everything on my desktop. So when my fiance leaves a game, it tells me that I can play games on his Steam library, so that's what that sound actually is. It's not an achievement. It's just my fiance turning off a game. Okay, so let's just double check that's working fine with that fixin'. Start, skip. See Granny, continue, enter the house, no
Granny
thank you, what kind of magic, a bit more details please, and sneak the door.
You inch towards the door. You succeed.
Yay! Correct, cool, wonderful. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. Granny insists that no such prep time is necessary. In fact, she'll show you now. Shouldn't be a capital if I have a comma. Before you can try talk again. Why is that a single sentence? What the fudge? You can see that Granny's patience has worn thin. The door, the whole house, slants, not slants, slants. And you lose your footing, sliding into the room that she opened before. The door, capital, closes behind you. You and Red are trapped and soon cooked into a lovely stew. Yep, that's perfect. Now this is a bad end, so we get bad end music. Achievement to cook a Red in all possible ways, truly saving her for dinner. I don't know. God, it would take a bit of research for me to figure out which endings are her being death by cooking and her not. Always wanted to be a part of Thanksgiving. Sans? Sans? Where's Sans coming from? Granny insists that no such prep time is necessary. In fact, she'll show you now. Before you can try and talk to... No. No, I didn't want to save, I just wanted to select all. You said slants and then sans. Ah, okay. I did a meme and did not even know that I had memed. Granny insists that no such prep time is necessary. In fact, she'll show you now. Before you can try to talk again, you can see that Granny's patience has worn thin. The door, whole house. Wait. Granny insists no such prep time. Nothing. In fact, she'll show you now. Before you can try to talk again, you see that capitalized Granny. Granny's patience has worn thin. The whole house, not with the door, the whole house slants. Bit. There we go. There we go. Granny insists that no such prep time is necessary. In fact, she'll show you now. Before you can try to talk again, you can see that Granny's patience has worn thin. The whole house slants, and you lose your footing, sliding down into the room that she opened before. The door closes behind you. You and Red are trapped, and soon cooked into a lovely stew. Da-da-da-da! Nice. Aced that one. Granny insists that no such prep time is necessary. In fact, she'll show you now. Before you can try to talk again, you can see that Granny's patience has worn thin. The whole house slants. Night-night, Hardy. Have a lovely sleep. Into the room that she opened before. The door closes behind you. You and Red are trapped, and soon cooked into a lovely stew. Red. No. Baba house with red line. What are we up to? 21? 21. And then this is another ending, so we can test it again. So stop sound. Line 21. We've already added the sound to the ending, so let's give it another test. This is ending 8 we're testing. I'll ask Dream Cthulhu to help you out. Thanks! I hope Dream Cthulhu has some wisdom for me. That would be lovely. Potato genocide route. A baked blue-eyed skeleton awaits you in the attic to end this madness.
Red smiles.
Continue. Into the house. No, thank you. What kind of magic? Ask for more details. And ask to leave so you can prepare yourself for such knowledge and bring appropriate gifts to thank her. Granny insists that no such prep time is necessary. In fact, she'll show you now. Before you can try to talk again, you can see that Granny's patience has worn thin. The whole house slants, and you lose your footing, sliding down into the room that she opened before. The door closes behind you. You and Red are trapped, and soon cooked into a lovely stew. I love the kick-in of that ending song. It's really cool seeing your work process and the different skills coming together in this project. Yeah, I feel like now I've got the voice in and the music in, it's starting to, you know, feel like an actual game and not just, I don't know, something to click through. It's starting to feel like a full thing, an actual thing, not just something I messed about with. You try to grab Red and go for the door, but the door slams shut before you can leave, and you can't open it. No, Matt, this is the same line. This is the same line. This is the same line! Can I repeat a line? Can I repeat a line? Oh yeah, it's all coming together. That's what it feels like. It really does. Like I said, now it's got all the pieces. The atmosphere feels like it's there where I want it to be as well. It's the same as this, pretty much. But I can't reuse the line, which is unfortunate. We'll still have to redo the line. However, I might do it a little cheaply. And you can't open it even when you use all your strength. No, no. Something like that. You try. You know, you don't try to grab Red. You do actually grab Red. You grab Red and go for the door. But the door slams shut before you can get there. Get there. And you can't open it. Comma. Even when you use all your strength. Even when you use all your strength. The Granny, once more, Granny, transforms into a monstrous creature. You scream before breathing your last. Yeah, it's pretty much the same line, but you know. Yeah, no. Undertale was made by a white dog. This game was made by a potato. True. Alright, this is the last line in this file, then I only have 2 files to go. But they are the chunkiest files in the game, so it's going to take me a long time to get through them. Wait, is it background noise, the water pouring into the pot, or for earth apple soup? The background noise is just noise, because I don't feel like I can have music on while I'm recording, so I just have noise on in the background. We can have different noise. We have many noises to pick from. That's the Whispering Creek noise. We can have birds. We get bird noises. We can have I can make you all hungry with the tasty sizzling steak noises. But I don't really want that because I don't want to be hungry. How about some soothing winds? I did mistake you talking about the computer noises as that, but it's also that. Stay sad. You grab Red and go for the door, but the door slams shut before you can get there, and you can't open it, even when you use all your strength. Granny transforms into a monstrous creature. You scream before breathing your last. You've weirded for fries now. That's what the sizzling meat sound. I don't know why that was added to that game, but it was. You grab Red and go for the door, but the door slams shut before you can get there, and you can't open it. Eh? Before you can get there. Get there? My voice is going, apparently. Good thing we're near the end of the stream. You grab Red and go for the door, but the door slams shut before you can get there, and you can't open it, even when you use all your strength. Granny transforms into a monstrous creature. You scream before breathing your last. You grab Red and go for the door, but the door slams shut before you can get there, and you can't open it, even when you use all your strength. Granny transforms into a monstrous creature. You scream before breathing your last. Yeah, that's good. Can we have a monstrous potato brownie? I don't think so. I barely know how I got into this form. I don't know how I'd get monstrous either. Baba House with Red, line 22. Okay, then we test this ending, and then we're done. We're done. Stop sound. Okay, now what ending is this? Ending 9. Ending 9 is on 2 pages. There isn't even an option for grill. It's just random grilling from the other room or something. Need fries. Need to cut potato. Consume potato. No, potato. No potato. Have a different potato. Different potatoes. Eat the other potatoes, not me. I am a sentient potato right now, and I would rather not be cooked. Maybe monstrous as in growing extra eyes. Maybe. Like I said, I'm not sure how I would trigger that. Agree to meet Granny. Continue. Enter the house. No thank you to the food. What kind of magic? And try to leave. Granny insists that no such time is necessary. I did the dumb. That should be 22. Right. Now we test it. Brian Glass are the best potatoes. Best video game potatoes. Top 2 video game potatoes. Red calls. Granny insists. No, thank you. Granny kind of magic. Try to leave. Grab Red and go for the door, but the door slams shut before you can get there, and you can't open it, even when you use all your strength. Granny transforms into a monstrous creature. You scream before breathing your last. Boo, bad end. Right, with that we have done all the lines of Baba House with Red, so there's only 2 more files to go for lines. So I'll quickly save that. However, I think these 2 files make up like nearly half of the game's text, because look at this bit at the side. Can you see that bit? Yes, you can. Okay, cool. Look at this bit at the side. You can get a feel for how big the file is via that bit at the side. This file is 131 lines long, and we had 22 lines to do in this file. In this one's not too bad. This one's not too bad. This one's actually a bit shorter with 178. But this one This one is 663 lines long. So these ones are going to take me a little while to get through. But my plan is I'm going to continue with these off stream. I do get through them a bit faster off stream. And I hope to have the lines done by the end of this week. And I will be looking to get this game play tested next week. And then we should have it released the week of Halloween, the week of the 28th. Fingers crossed. And that will be out in October as promised. But until then, no chat red, 100% focus. I mean, that's how it goes when I'm not streaming it. It's a lot easier. But you guys are fun to have around. I don't mind slowing the progress a little bit just to have you guys around and show you what's going on with it. It's fun time. It's a really fun time. Well, yeah, you don't have to fight chat off from trying to eat you every minute. Exactly. So I'll get through it a lot faster. I think I can usually get through about 50 and usually about almost like double the amount of lines I reckon I've done in this 2 hours. I reckon tomorrow I have a lot of time. But Wednesday I'm a little busy. So yeah, we're definitely done by the end of this week, that's for sure. It's hard to focus when chat is hungry for potato products. It is. But yes, thank you everyone for coming to this wonderful stream and putting up with this potato form. Thank you for the ideas on how to turn back. I will collate some more and we'll do some tests on a different stream. Maybe we'll do like a turn brownie back into human focused stream or something. I'm not sure how I'm gonna put it all together, but we will do it. We will do it. It's gonna be great. Or answer questions on how being a potato works. Yes. If you enjoyed this stream, I would highly appreciate it if you are on YouTube, if you would leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. And if you're on Twitch, if you'd give the channel a cheeky follow, that would also be lovely. I also want to thank everyone in chat, everyone who liked, and everyone who watches the VOD. I really appreciate your support no matter which way you decide to support me. It's been lovely to have you around. And if you would like to support this potato's dream of being able to do this and other creative things full time, then I would highly appreciate it if you would look into the options that would help her do that and support her in her endeavors. And the ways you can do that is via YouTube membership, where you get emotes, exclusive streams, Discord channel and merch discounts. There is the Patreon, where you basically get all that, but you also get short stories and free books. There is the Kofi, where you can pay me to draw you some emotes if you would like, because my emotes are cute and don't you want one. And you can also get small audiobooks in the Kofi shop. And last but not least is my merch store, where there will be ebooks, first edition copies of books that I've written, bookmarks, keyrings, t-shirts, a notebook, stickers, and a soft pillow. Check them all out. All the links are in the description. One thing I keep forgetting to mention is I do have a throne as well. It doesn't really have anything like very important on there, but it has a lot of goofy stuff. I have recently been bought the Pokemon cards from there, so I will be showing them off in a stream at some point, because Maiden bought me Pokemon cards for fun. It's 50 random ones, and it's just going to be great. I look forward to seeing what's in them. Catch you at the library next time. Yes, it'll be Library Ruin a Day tomorrow. I am nervous, because we're so close to the end. And I've been streaming that game for so long. What am I going to do without it? Hello, Pigeon Popcorn 64. You are a wee late, unfortunately. I am ending the stream now. But you can feel free to watch the VOD or catch me tomorrow, where I will be playing some Library of Ruina. But that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for coming, everyone. I had a good time. I hope you had a good time. I had fun. I hope you had fun. This has been Brand New Smith. I'm the Forbidden Library. Goodbye.